Namaste everyone. Welcome to my channel Chaduvula Talli Kalyani Maitreya. See, earlier we have studied about different types of nouns where there will be concrete and abstract nouns. Concrete noun means we'll use our five senses to identify those. Abstract nouns are always thoughts, ideas, concepts, feelings and everything. Compound nouns are those where we will join two words and it forms into one word. Those are compound nouns, but especially in this video we are going to learn about countable and uncountable nouns. Okay, so countable and uncountable nouns are nothing but countable nouns means where you will count the word, the noun with a numerical value. Suppose this board is there. There is a board and this board I can say that one blackboard, two blackboards and a pen is there. How can I say I need 2 pens, I need 3 pens? In this way I can say, isn't it? Yes. So there are several fan, 2 fans, 3 fans. I can say in this way. But there are so many nouns where we can't give a numerical value to it. So such nouns are called as uncountable nouns or non-count nouns. Counted nouns and non-count nouns. These non-count nouns are also called as mass nouns where we can't give a numerical value to it. Okay, suppose a pencil. Let's assume a pencil. How can we tell that? How can we ask I need a pencil? A means 1, right? Where we'll use a or an. Whenever we want 1, then we will use a or an. In the same way, I need 1 pencil. I need 1 pen. There is a car. A car means 1 car. There are 2 cars. There are 3 members standing over there. That means we are giving a numerical value, isn't it? There are 3 books on the bench. There are 3 cats under the table. So for all these words we are giving a numerical count. Yes, wherever we give a numerical count to the word, those are all called as countable nouns. Wherever we can't give a numerical count. So suppose an advice. We can't say that 3 advice, I will give 1 advice, 2 advice, 3 advices like that, right? How we need to count it? How we need to say? Give a piece of advice or rice. Can you count all the rice? We can't say that, see, I want 2 rices, 3 rices, 4 rices, 5 rices or 2 sugar crystals, 3 sugars, 4 sugars. Like that we can't say. Isn't it? Some nouns can be countable as well as uncountable. If we take a paper is an uncountable noun. But if we take a newspaper we can count. I want 1 newspaper, I want 2 newspapers, isn't it? So a newspaper can be counted. See, this is one thing where we can use the same word as countable and the same word as uncountable. Uncountable nouns are those where we cannot give a numerical value. Suppose pasta. You all will eat pasta, isn't it? Me andarki chala ishtam kada. So pasta ni meeru నాకు ఒక పాస్తా కావాలి, 2 పాస్తా కావాలి, 3 పాస్తా కావాలి. I want 1, 2, 3. Can you count like that? You can't count. Sugar. నాకు ఒక షుగర్ వేయి, 2 షుగర్స్ వేయి. Can you count it? No, we can't count. But how we can ask this? I want 1 tablespoon of sugar, 2 tablespoons of sugar. Yes, we'll ask like this. So that means you are counting the tablespoons, not the sugar crystals. Isn't it? Yes, honesty. Or oil, you take oil. మనం రోజు ఆయిల్ వాడుతూ ఉంటాం కదా ఇంట్లో. ఎస్, మనం ఆయిల్ వాడేటప్పుడు నాకు ఒక ఆయిల్ ఇవ్వు, 2 ఆయిల్ ఇవ్వు అని అడగం కదా. How will ask in a shop? We want to buy an oil packet. How will we ask? We'll go to the shop and we'll ask the vendor. What we'll ask? Okay, give me 1 packet, 1 kg oil, 2 kgs, 3 kgs. That means you are counting, you are measuring it, isn't it? And you will ask, the vendor will ask, how much you want? How much you want, not how many. If you ask to give a pen, how he will ask? How many pens? Nik enni pens kavali? Any means how many? You can give a numerical value. 1 pen I want, 2 pens I want, 3 pens I want, 1 eraser I want, 2 erasers I want, 3 erasers I want. In this way you can give a numerical value there. But if you want to buy rice or oil or petrol, petrol bunk ki veltaru kada, petrol పోయించుకోవడానికి ఎలా అడుగుతారు? నాకు 1 పెట్రోల్ కావాలి, 2 పెట్రోల్ కావాల్సి అని అడగం కదా మనం. ఎలా అడుగుతాము? 1 liter of petrol, 2 liters of petrol, 3 liters of petrol, isn't it? So అంటే మీరు ఎంత అన్కౌంటబుల్ నౌన్స్ కి ఎంత అనేది అడుగుతున్నారు, ఎంత యు ఆర్ మెజరింగ్ దేర్. బట్ ఫర్ కౌంటబుల్ నౌన్స్ యు ఆర్ నాట్ గివింగ్ ద మెజర్, యు ఆర్ గివింగ్ ద న్యూమరికల్ వాల్యూ ఫర్ ద కౌంటబుల్ నౌన్స్. Okay, in this way we can categorize, and there are so many things where we need to learn about countable and uncountable nouns. Uncountable nouns can be of food grains or natural phenomenon like heat, light. See here, as I said you earlier, countable and uncountable nouns. Countable nouns are the nouns where we can count, that means we can give the numerical value. Uncountable nouns are those where we can't count, that means we can't give the numerical value and we can measure them. There are some rules for the uncountable nouns. Countable nouns are very easy, but you need to concentrate on mostly on uncountable nouns. Okay, there are some rules for uncountable nouns. See, rule number 1, they can't be plural. Okay, advise, advises, rice, rices, sugar, sugars. It can't be like that. And rule 2, takes uncountable nouns takes a singular verb always. That means is, was, means like that you can take a singular verb. Don't worry, I'll give you the examples with this. Rule 3, don't use a or an with the uncountable nouns. Why we should not use a or an? Why? Because we can't say that I want a oil. We can say I want an oil packet. I want a sugar. So we can't use like that, isn't it? An advice, a piece of advice you can use, but you can't say I want an advice from you. That is wrong. Grammatically that is completely wrong. If you ask I want an advice, it's a mistake. We need to take a singular verb and we should not use a or an with the uncountable nouns. Rule number 4. Rule number 4, we can use some or any with the uncountable nouns. How we can use? See here. Is there any sugar left? Emena sugar unda? We can use any with uncountable nouns. In the same way, I need some money. You'll need some money to go. In this way, you can use some with uncountable nouns, and you can use a lot of and lots of with uncountable nouns. With countable nouns, you can use many. Ekkuva unte emantamu? I have many pens. There are many chairs. Okay, there are many pencils. There are many erasers. There are many fans. You can use many if it is more in number. And for countable nouns, if it is very less, means chala takku unnappudu ela use chestaru? I don't have many, I have few. Na daggara anta ekku levu. In the same way, for uncountables, you will use much. I don't have much sugar at my home. I have little one. I have a little sugar. We have little rice. I need a little sugar. I need a little tea. Okay, in this way you can give the count to the uncountable nouns. We can use use both. How you can use both? There isn't much sugar left in my home, but there are many potatoes. There is a little money in my pocket. నా దగ్గర ఎక్కువ డబ్బు లేదు, but there are a few coins in my box. Few coins. Coins we can count, right? How many coins are there? 1 coin, 2 coins, 3 coins, like that we can count. Little we will use with uncountable and few will use with countable, isn't it? Same way, abstract nouns are often uncountable and even the collective nouns are also uncountable. I hope you liked the video. మీకు నచ్చితే దయచేసి షేర్ చేయండి, లైక్ చేయండి, సబ్స్క్రైబ్ చేయండి. Please support me. Thank you very much. Signing off.